In a few days, there's going to be, well, according to Harold Camping, the rapture. And since there's going to be the rapture, I decided I would do a pre-rapture episode of, well, if you can call my show episodic, but it's not. I don't know how I would define it. It's not episodic. It's rage-episodic. It's when something strikes my nerves in such a way as that I have to talk about it. But anyhow, since this has struck a nerve, I'm going to go off on it a bit. So, the rapture. First off, biblically really on shaky ground. Only Anabaptists in the United States really believe in this. So, it's a limited number of Christians that even believe in the rapture. But that's besides the point. The fact is that Harold Camping is milking and exploiting people for, and I'm going to pull out the flyer because this flyer is just awesome because of this fear, death, end of the world crapola. But Harold Camping exploiting people like he exploited them back in 1994. Now, how many of these end of the world prophecies do we have to see before we clue in that none of it's real? Like, we've had the Great Disappointment. We had, like, Jesus said that the world would end in his generation. Like, that gives a 30-year sort of time period there. Common era, 30 years. The world should have ended. But it didn't. So we've had this death cult going on since then, saying that the world is going to end within their generation for 2,000 years, which is around 100 generations, if you give 20 years per generation. Maybe I'm being a little generous there, but so how many people have to be born for this dying within our generation for this mentality to go away? It just blows my mind, like, that people don't look at this and go, you did a little wrong. Like there aren't even false positives here. Like, there's nothing but negatives, nothing but misses, and yet people are completely willing to give away everything that they own and sell everything and make other people rich because they're hoping that there's some kind of heaven. I have to tell you, like, if you're willing to give away everything, if you're willing to destroy your happiness on earth, you don't deserve a heaven. If you can't enjoy yourself now, you're never going to be able to enjoy yourself. It's just a fact of life. If you're not enough without your religion, you're never going to be enough with your religion. So what you really need to do is get in connection with yourself and, like, figure out what makes me happy. And whatever that is, do it. If your God's benevolent, he'll forgive you for whatever sins. If he's not benevolent, everybody's going to hell anyways. Right? So, really, why worry about it? Anyhow, like, and then people will ask me, well, why do I worry about religion? Well, I worry about religion because it makes people, politicians, whatnot, people who affect large parts of the world make bad decisions. But anyhow, rapture, 3 or 4 days. Either way, I'm partying because that's how it works out.